Hello children, today I am going to start a new chapter of economics, that is chapter 2, people as resource. Okay children, in this chapter we are going to discuss about population as an asset for the economy or for the country rather than a liability. Now children, as we all know, people or humans are the most important resource for any country, but human resource, how can population, how we change population into human resource? So see children, this is human resource. Okay, human resource is an asset. Okay, human resource is an asset. Now this asset, how can we convert population or humans into a asset? It is through investment. Now what kind of investment? What kind of investment means? When we invest in the form of education, training and healthcare. Okay children, when we invest in education, healthcare and training, then population convert into human resources or working capital. Human resources or working capital. Now see, this is another aspect of population. Sometimes population or humans are also becomes a liability. Okay children, this is the group of those people who are uneducated or unhealthy. Clear children? Uneducated population, unhealthy population is considered a liability on the nation, on the economy. Now children, people as a resource is a way of referring to a country's working population in terms of their existing productive skills and abilities. Means people as a resource for any nation is the number of those people who are working, those who are working population of the nation in terms of their existing productive skills and abilities. Looking at the population from this productive aspect, emphasize its ability to contribute to the creation of the gross national product. Like other resources children, like other resources. What are the other resources? Physical capital, fixed capital, other resources also. Like other resources, population is also a resource. Population is also a resource. Okay children. Children, we often overlooked or ignore the positive side of large population. How we can convert this large population into human capital if we provide them proper education, proper healthcare facilities, proper training. We can convert large population into human resource or human capital, which ultimately contribute in the overall development of the nation. But we only considered the problems of large population. For example, how can we fulfill the demand of food, education, health facilities, etc. But when we develop this large population into human resource, they contribute in the development of the country, or they play an important role in the creation of gross national product. So okay children, here the most important thing, when we made investment in the form of education, training and healthcare, population converts into human capital or human resources. Now what is human capital formation? Next, human capital formation. Okay children, when the existing human resource or population, when the existing human resource is further developed by becoming more educated and healthy, we call it human capital formation. Okay children, which adds the productive power of the country, just like physical capital for nation. Okay children, now see, what is the difference between human capital and human capital formation? Okay children, human capital and human capital formation, what is the difference between these two? Human capital formation is what? When the investment is made in the existing human resource for further development by becoming more educated and healthy, is termed as human capital formation. And what is human capital? When investment is made in the form of education, training, healthcare, the quality of population improves and becomes a greater asset, then it is known as human capital. Okay children, so this is all for today's class. In the next class, in the next video, we will discuss next topic. Okay.